Greetings all, it's Blue Knight. Welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Previously, we went through a massively tedious swimming segment to get Farore's portion of the Song of the Hero. That's pretty much all we did. It was just one big swimming segment. But it was worth it as we did get that second portion. Today, before we head off to Elder Volcano, there's still a couple of goddess cubes that I want to collect before we set off for that last region. So that first one was up there. Realistically, you could have just jumped off of the great tree somewhere up over that area and went on that. You don't need the claw shot to do it, but I wanted to show off the real way to get it. Also, I just didn't want to climb up the great tree again when we first got here, so that's why I held it off. Our second goddess cube, we need the claw shots for this too. It's actually right near the entrance to the ancient cistern. So claw shot to that vine wall, and then there's your goddess cube. And the final goddess cube puts its Skyview temple. And again, we need the claw shot for this one. Go over here, then drop down, and oh, okay, there's another vine wall here. I thought that would only be just the one. And your goddess cube will be at the top of the entrance. But as far as I know, there's no way to get over to this, to the deep woods from Farron Woods because the rope was cut off by the enemy some time ago. So the only way I know how to get back to this portion of Farron Woods is to go back up to the sky, then re-enter the Farron province. Though there's a claw shot target where the rope is cut, then you might want to use that too, but I've never seen it. And with that being said, this completes our business in Farron for good. So now we can immediately go off to Eldin to retrieve that final part of the Song of the Hero. So I'm going to meet you over back at Elder Volcano because I'm not going to show me just flying over there. There's nothing special about that. Apart from taking out a Gwei and getting a red rupee out of the deal. That might be worth something, but not much. Also, I may have a sudden vendetta against Gwei's, but money's money. Yeah, and you thought our time in Elder Volcano was gonna be an easy one, did ya? Well, joke's on you, it's not. So thanks to some mysterious power, we were taken down from our sailcloth and all of our equipment is lost. Ta-da! I'm here to save the day. Hey, long time no see. Huh? Don't tell me you forgot my ugly mug. I'm Platts, the Mogwai you helped in the Northern Temple. I saw them dragging you off unconscious, so I tell them. You're pretty fearless, eh? What are you up to now? Haha, I know why you're really here. You heard the rumor about the baddies and their treasure too, didn't you, pal? You know what I'm talking about. The rumor that some bad guys are having a little get-together on this mountain. And everybody knows that where's bad guys, there's treasure. That's just the way of the world. Don't you gotta take care of your own business first? Haven't you noticed? They swiped all your stuff. While you were out, they shook you down good, pal. You're gonna want to get your stuff back before you go and try anything else. I can get you started. I stole these back for you. So thanks to Blast, we got our Mogwai mitts back. Used them to plan an escape that even a Mogwai would be proud of. Time for me to tuttle out, pal. You got your work cut out for you. Good luck out there. So they swiped off all of our equipment and even reduced our hearts to 2 as a result of the fall. And I guess them shaking us down when we were conscious. Let's smash up some of these pots first to see if we can get some of our hearts back. Couple hearts, good. 5 is better than 2, so I'm gonna take my chances with that. So if you try to go to your gear screen and investigate your inventory, it'll just say it's been stolen by monsters, so we have to get it back. So we had all of our B items stolen, all of our pouch items stolen, our sword stolen, and even our water dragon scale, as well as our Moggle bits until we got that just a few minutes ago. Actually, I want to check this out first. Part of the Song of the Hero that'll lead you to the final trial, learn from the Thunder Dragon, Water Dragon Song, yada yada yada, same thing, except Water Dragon. Actually, I wanted to show this off too because I did get this bug off screen as well. The Skyloft Mantis, a Skyloft insect that's fairly easy to catch. Its powerful forelimbs give a painful pinch. As far as I know, the only way you could get this is by completing a beginner's game of Bug Heaven. That's how I was able to get it. So I want to show that off because we did see the gameplay text box, I guess, where we did catch it during that side quest to get Beetle's beetle back. So I wanted to show out the menu description as well. Bunch of Keister, I don't want to take my chances with them. Let's just take a seat and get our hearts back. In the meantime, I'd like to talk about a little something about Elden's dungeons. They're based on Southeast Asian architecture and coloring. A little tidbit, but a tidbit nonetheless. Just a way to pass the time. Let's see. Deck your seats. Now that's gonna be useful. Strangely enough, they didn't swipe our goddess's harp too. Then again, it's an instrument. What good is that gonna do against the enemy? Probably why they let us keep it. They were supposed to go here. I believe so. Also, we checked the map. We could pinpoint where our stuff is gone by way of these treasure chests. So it's best to use your beacons to mark them down, so you can plan a route to get your stuff back. That's exactly what I'm doing. Let's climb up here. And that big explosion can still be seen off in the distance. What do you have to say? Hey, boy, oh boy, have I got some great hints for you. What do you have to tell us? Oh, this. You can use this guy to get your hints and just learn about various stuff. I'm not sure if I showed that off before. I think I did when we encountered the first Gossip Stone, but he had nothing to show us because we weren't set off on our adventure at that point. But if you ever need heads, you can use that. Admittedly, it did help me a bit on my first playthrough too, so don't feel bad if you have to use that guy at some point. Or any of the Gossip Stones, really. What are you thinking? You shouldn't be out here in the open with nobody to defend yourself. This place is crawling with thugs. Well, just be careful they don't spot you while you're sneaking around. I probably don't even need to say this again, but seriously, pal, don't let the bad guys see ya, you hear? They ain't gonna do nothing nice if they catch you, so don't do anything heroic and get yourself caught. Got it? Okay already. You know, I really worry about you, pal. It's a weakness of mine. Okay, tell you what, I'm gonna show you something good. Open up your map. I feel just terrible for you. Here, let me do one more thing for you. Old Plastitude's gonna show you where in all the treasure chests. Okay, so let's see if I take off these beacons. You can actually see which chest contains which item. I'm pretty sure certain items are going to be bunched together, so don't think that just because what you're seeing on screen is the only thing you're going to get. But I'm still going to keep the beacons on just in case, for the sake of better navigation. After all, none of it looked like stuff I really want anyhow. Like you'd steal any of that, I bet you were planning to begin with before you came rushing to us. But if some of them things are yours, I bet you're gonna want to get them back, right? Yeah, you betcha. Alright then, I'm gonna go back to rummage around for treasure. See you later. So that's another big thing we can have help with. So now we know what are the contents of each treasure chest contain, well at least some of them are. What some of them contain. So essentially, if in case you didn't figure it out by now, this is all one big stealth segment. And I know some people aren't really fans of stealth segments, but I actually don't mind them that much. But the funny thing is, as much as I do like stealth sections, I never played a game that was based around that element. So I never really played something like Metal Gear or Hitman, probably because I just get too impatient and just eventually gun everyone down. That's probably why I didn't want to play those games. I should try someday though. So this entire portion is the most eventful of the three I find of the Song of the Hero quests. It's just mostly because it takes you out of your element and puts you in a different situation that you're used to. Is there anything up there? No, there's a cutscene that activates. Shows we can get that chest. But as I was saying, it just takes you out of your element and puts you in a different situation. It's essentially an ability loss segment, but I don't mind it that much because it's a stealth section too. And I do like stealth stuff. How do I get past this segment? Well, not by blowing myself up, that's not how. Can I take these out? Yeah, I can. Good. I thought I couldn't for a second, that's why I used the bomb first. What you're supposed to do is burrow around, take out these rocks, and then use the bomb to take out that big one. Because obviously we can't use use our magma to take that out. Jeez, words. Brain, slow down. Enunciate. Makes sense. The viewer won't have any idea what you're saying if you keep messing up your statements. Okay, so now we go to this spotlight and emerge. Which should lead us closer to that first chest we saw. What's in here? Nothing. That's where that first power-up would be. But power-ups have been long gone from this game at this point now. Ugh, stupid choo-choo. So I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but that big boulder launcher that we saw when we were talking to Plaza last time, that is your consequence if you get caught. You'll get smashed by that, and I guess you get sent back to the prison. I really haven't got caught too much. I can only remember one time where I got detected by accident. It was just my own foolishness that cost me. But I don't really get caught that much in this segment. But we do have this mold drum to take care of though. I'm pretty sure this is not a required battle. You can just forego this guy. Yeah, we can. I'm just gonna do that. Well, actually, I won't. Okay, by impulsion to leave nothing alive is actually gonna take over, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I'm running out on this guy's tail, so I might as well take him out. And I might as well give him the time of day because there aren't many mold drones in this game. Even though I could just go past him without him being any wiser. But I should. You could turn in my direction. Yes, you are. Good. It should be stung long enough for me to wipe you out when you're still moving. Okay, let's see if I can do it again. No, he's going the other way. But that actually helped out anyways. You don't get any rupees out of the deal though, so it's just one big waste of time. So if you want to forego that guy, then I completely understand why you want to do that. We're already near the first treasure chest. That's good. And this is gonna give us our gust bellows back. The power to blast a powerful gust of air at anything you choose is yours once again. We also try to access our adventure pouch with our B items. They'll also be blocked off by the bokoblins unless we did collect them. Go to our map and remove the beacon. It's right here. Yes, it is. Good. I was gonna get one more item before we close out for today. Because the spirit's already running long enough as is, but I might as well just get 2 treasure chests back so we can at least say we're somewhat halfway done. Anything up here? No. Not like I can reach that P-hat anyways. We should be near the second chest anyways. I think anyways too much now. Yeah, it should be at the end of this segment, provided I don't get caught first. Okay, game, I know where that chest is. You don't have to pan the camera. I know what to do. Make sure I don't get detected by these moblins, though. Or bokoblins, not moblins, jeez. Moblins are the big guys in this game. Bokoblins are the small ones. Should I take my chance to go now? If he was closer to this wall, I probably would. This is kind of one of the reasons why I do like stealth sections, because you really have to plan out your strategy and be careful about your movements. Like I said, I don't find a lot of people that like stealth segments too much, and I understand why, because it kind of breaks the pace of the game, especially if you lose your items like we have in this situation. But I kind of like it, because like I said, you gotta take your time with it, and I do like planning stuff out. I admit it, I love being a schemer, so what, sue me. It's just one of my qualities, I guess. I find it's one of my finer ones. I just rather prefer to plan out my strategy and have a plan of attack that go rushing ahead first and hoping for the best, because when I try to do that kind of full frontal assault stuff, it doesn't work out for me too well, so that's why I prefer to take my time and plan out. That guy's gonna be on the other side. Actually in a bit of a dangerous spot right now. Gotta wait for this guy to move. Good. I was actually getting kind of worried I was gonna get caught there, but thankfully that didn't happen. That's another Boldorm. Gotta deal with him, or I could just bypass him. Either way works, but I'm gonna deal with him anyways. Just to give some sort of excitement to this video. He's coming right at me. Wait, actually didn't even ram into the wall. Let's see if I could do it with this iron box. Unless he goes the other way. Ending's right there, but I want to take him out first. He's a mini boss, might as well give him the time of day. Now he's on a rampage. Just gotta wait and pick my spots. That's all that there is to it. Alright, that was good. Good timing. Come on. Stop throwing a temper tantrum and calm down already. Ran into the wall when he was angry, but he didn't lose any stamina. Me, on the other hand, is tired as hell. I push the link too much sometimes. But it paid off, so I already took him down. And not much of a fight. I think the other one was a lot more difficult. Then again, I was a bit more reckless in that one. But with all that being said and done, we got our second treasure chest, which contains... Ah, the claw shots, I figured as much. Now you can reach faraway spots again. We got that back. And that should take out this treasure chest. That's good. And I think we're gonna stop here for today. We already got 2 of our chests open, so that's about as halfway as we're gonna get at this juncture. So with that being said, next time on Skyward Sword, we're gonna continue through the rest of this Elder Volcano segment and get the rest of our stuff back on our way to gain that final portion of the Song of the Hero. I know you're tired, Link, but just hang in there for a little longer. We'll be done with this little quest soon enough. So until we meet again, everyone, farewell for now.